Okay. Okay, guys. So let us start today's class. Like in the previous class, what we have discussed. So we have discussed some parts. Okay. So the parts will look like this. Let me share my. One minute. Let me share one slide. Where is this? Where is this? See. So in yesterday's class, oh, yeah. So in yesterday's class, what we have discussed? So we have discussed about these things. Okay. So I have discussed about the sub parts. What the parts we will have it in the respective Tosca. Okay. First of all, we will have the title bar. Okay. So we have the title bar here. Okay. In the title bar, we have the first. First, we will have the URL here. That URL we will call it as a title bar. And next one, you will have once you have opened the Tosca, once you have provided your license, and after that, you will enter into the multi-user workspace. At that time, you can see a menu bar here. Okay, you will have the menu bar. After that, you have the tabs here. Okay, you will have the tabs. Okay, you will have tabs like test cases, modules, requirements, test cases, execution, issues, configurations, and test plan. Okay, next one, you will have a tree viewer. Okay, in the tree viewer, you can see what are all the values you have. Those are, we will call it as tree viewer. For example, this is the Tosca, guys. Okay, this is the Tosca. For example, if you have this value here, if you are expanding the value, you can see those details on the right side. So this is the tree value. Okay, this is the tree view, and this is the detailed view. Okay, so this is the detailed view. So we need to apply this detailed view here. Okay, next means this one we will call it as a detailed view. Next one, you will have properties tab. So it will be hidden on the right side. If you want to see the properties tab, this one we will call it as properties tab, and the bottom one we will call it as status bar. Okay, so this ready and admin is the status bar. Just yesterday I have explained the parts like what we will have. Okay, so it is very hard to explain the previous class. Why? Because I need to have. But anyway, so if you have multi users, right? So if you have more users is login at a time, then what you need to do? You need to take the help of, okay, check-in. Check-in is to check-in means first you need to access the. For example, if I want to access this one, then I will do checkout. If I want to take the control of whole folder, then I will do checkout tray. Okay, if I want to release the work, then I will do check in all. And after that, in order to update the latest code, I will do update all. Okay, so check in is to take the control, check in is to release the control, and update all is to update everywhere. Okay, tomorrow class, just I have shared you the video recording, so you just go for it. And I'm telling on the high level, very high level. Okay, I went very depth yesterday.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So coming to today's class, right? So what is today's date? Yesterday class is important. So do see the recording, and tomorrow you can ask me the doubts. Okay.
Okay, right.
Mhm.
Rajesh,
Yeah, yeah,
sorry to interrupt. Please share that this document also.
yeah. I will add it in the
Yeah,
folders.
it would
Okay.
be help for
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
us
I got, I got.
for
Every
reference.
day you will get it. Yes, yes. I will add it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank
Thanks. Thanks for reminding. Okay. So what is today's date? Today's date is 11/12/2024. Okay. So what is today's topic? So what we have covered till now, we have installed Tosca. Okay. And we have applied the licenses. Okay. So we have installed the Tosca and we have seen the licenses. Okay. So once we have provided the license, then we have created a workspace. Okay. Now, after creating the workspace, we have seen subparts of Tosca, and we have covered check-in, checkout, check-in all, okay, checkout, checkout tree, and so on. Okay, so we have seen all these things. Now, once you have entered into the project, okay, once you have entered into here, what you need to do, see guys, once you have entered into your project, for example, let me kickstart from the start. Okay, so now I will open the Tosca. Okay, see here. So every day you will open the Tosca like this in your client machine. You will open the Tosca like this. So it will open. So you have installed the Tosca. So you have configured the license one time, right? So it will be auto configured. Next one, you have created a multi-user workspace. Okay. For example, if you have created a multi-user workspace, okay. So how you have created? You have created by taking the help of the multi-user workspace, the SQLite or Oracle or MySQL. Okay. Now what you want to do? I want to go inside that folder. Okay, so if you want to go inside that folder, then I will go like this. Okay, so now I can see if it is asking for username and password, then it is a multi-user workspace. Okay, then it is a multi-user workspace. Okay, now click on this one. Okay, so now what I need to do? You just tell me, once I have logged in at 9 a.m., what is the first step I need to do?
Update all.
Perfect. I need to do update all in order to get the latest code in my rep. Simple. Okay. Now you need to, so now this is the interface. Okay. Now you go and see this tab. Okay. So you will have test case section, module section, requirements, test planning, TCD, execution, configuration, and so on. So these are the some sections which are available in Tosca. Okay. Now, after that one, you need to understand one concept called project root folder. Okay, so what is project root folder? See, generally you have test cases, modules, requirements, test planning, PCD, execution, issues, configurations, and data integrity. So for example, I want to combine modules and test cases. Means I want to use modules in these test cases. Then what I will do? I will drag this module. I will drag one of the module and I will put it in the test cases here. Okay, so I will drag it here. Means from one place to I want to move to another place. So, but you have one project root folder where we will have all our requirements, test planning, test cases, and all other sections in one place. See, means what you will have generally, you will have this one. See, instead of having module in different folder, requirement in different folder, everything in different folder, we will have everything in project root folder. Now, how to access project root folder? How to access project root folder? Okay, now click on this one. So go to the home button and you have one option called project. So click on this one. See, then now you can see this is open. Just drag and put it on the top. Now see, for example, you have modules here, requirements here. In one row, you can see all your requirements, all your modules, or your test plans, TCD, everything in a single row. Not so now, if you want to drag it, you can directly drag it from here to here, not from switching from one tab to the other tab. Okay, so that is the advantage of project root folder. Sometimes you will close this one, not intentionally. you can get the backup. So how? Go to the home and click on the project and click on this one. So in the project root folder, you will have every project here, every project. Okay. So that is a project root folder, guys. Now see, observe this one. For example, I'm working in the one banking project called Parabank, for example. Okay. So this Parabank, the project name is Parabank. In this one, we have lot of persons. For example, we have 20 automation testers and 50 or 30 different applications. Means, see guys, in one banking project, we have 20 automation, Tosca automation testers, and we have 30 different applications. Means these 20 testers need to automate end-to-end flow of these 30 different applications. Okay. Now, what you will do generally? Okay. So now I will divide and rule, guys. Okay. How the Britishers are done, right? So divide and rule. So why to rule everyone? Let's divide into small parts and rule it. Okay. Now what I will do, out of these 20%, I will divide 4, 4, 4, like 4 teams or 5 teams. 5 4s are 20, right? So 5 teams. So means I will divide 4 members into one team, and I will give this 30 application to couple of applications to this 4 team 1, team 2. For example, this is team 1. Observe this one now, very, very important. Okay. This one, team 2, team 3, team 4, and team 5. So what I'm doing in my application, I have a requirement of 20 automation testers with 30 different applications. Somehow I have to automate everything using Tosca. Okay. Now, how to handle this 20% work? It is very hard, right? So that's why what I will do in real time, generally, instead of having a team, you will use QA1. So I will name as QA1. Now I will name this as QA2, team QA2, team QA3. So team QA4 and team QA5. QA1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In this team, okay, in this team, what I will do, I will try to create 3 different persons. Means, for example, for these 4 persons, I will assign accounts, account creation application. One minute. Okay. So portal, application create portal. So means out of this person, 4 persons, 2 persons should work on bank account creation portal. One other 2 or other 1 person should work on fraud complaints. Other one should work on the transactions issue. Transaction issues. Okay. Means what I'm doing in my 30 application, I'm giving 3 major applications to QA1 team. Okay. For QA2, for the other person, okay, for QA2, what I will do, I will give some more applications. Okay. Means for 4 members, for some persons, I will give credit card handling. One, I will give debit card handling. Okay. For one, I will give credit card handling. For other, we will give debit card handling. For other, we will give net banking handling. Okay. See guys, what I have done. So I have this problem. So I have divided this one and I will put one lead. I will divide into another team. I will put into one lead. Okay. So this way you can handle n number of persons with these 30 different applications. Okay. This one we will call it as project folder structure. Okay, project folder structure. Now what you need to do in order to kickstart your Tosca automation, after installing it, the Tosca, the first step, once you have went into the workspace, first one, you need to create a project folder structure. Okay, so first of all, we will learn what are the folder structure in Tosca. Okay, generally you will have majorly you will maintain 3 folder structures in Tosca. One is project folder structure, and second one is modules folder structure, and third one is we will use third one test case folder structure. Okay, so what we will do, guys, we will do folder structure. The first concept in Tosca is folder structure in Tosca. So now we need to learn about project folder structure. What is project folder structure? This is the project folder structure, right? So if you have one project, then you need to divide that into small chunks, and you need to start working on that. So that is the project folder structure. Now let us discuss about project folder structure. Generally, we will create the project folder structure in the project root folder. Where you will create the respective project in the project folder structure in the project root folder. Okay, they will ask like, so what is the folder structure you have followed in your entire project? Then you need to tell this one. So first of all, we have done project folder structure in the project root folder. I told you, right? So this is the project root folder. Okay, in order to access this folder, what I need to do, I want to create one folder, guys. So in order to access this one, what I need to do, I want to access one folder. What I need to do, anyone in the class?
Checkout.
Perfect. So you will do checkout. If you do checkout tree, you are stopping entire work. So I will do checkout. Okay. Now, when you are learning the project folder structure, one terminology is very important, which is component folder. Okay. See, guys, what we will do, instead of maintaining, say, if you observe this one, the application creation portal will have its own requirement, right? So this portal will have its own requirement, and it will have own test planning, and it will have its own modules, means the code. After that, it will have its own test cases. For this portal also, for fraud complaints, it will have its own requirement. Agreed or not? So you will have for transaction issue, it will have its own requirement. Okay, means what you need to do, you need to create one major folder. In that one, you need to maintain QA1, QA2, QA3, and QA4. Inside that, you need to maintain one account creation portal. Inside that, you need to pull all your requirements, test planning, and test cases. Okay, how you will do this, all these things, and how you will structurize your test cases in Tosca. So that is important. So how you will do it? So come here. Okay, now what you need to do, first of all, right click on this folder, project root folder, and there is a second option called create component folder. You will click on this one and change that. What is our project name? Our project name is Parabank. What is our project name? Our project name is Parabank. Okay, done. So first of all, what is component folder? Okay, so before you are learning the concept of component folder, you should learn what is component folder. 1 minute. Yeah, so let me give you the definition. Yeah, So what is component folder? See guys, generally a component folder will provide a component folder provide you with added flexibility and allow you to structure your tests. Okay, so what it will be doing, a component folder provides you to add the flexibility and allow you to structurize your tests, and within component folder we can create separate subfolders for for requirements, test planning, and modules, test cases, and so on. Okay, see guys, what is my actual agenda here? I have the component folder. Okay, a component folder provides you with added flexibility and allow you to structure your tests, and within component folder you can create a separate subfolder for requirements, test planning, modules, and test cases. Okay, see guys, 1 minute, 1 minute. Yeah, sorry guys. So what is a component folder? The component folder will add a flexibility to allow you to structurize your tests. Okay, means for every requirement we will have, for every application you will have your own requirements, test planning, test case design, everything you will have it. So what you will do, you will create one component folder, and inside that component folder you will add sub component folder like QA1. See, this I am structurizing in Tosca, guys. The one which I have explained you, I am structurizing here. So what is that? QA1. After that, create one more folder and rename it to QA2, capital. So follow one pattern. So next, QA3, QA4, and QA5. So what is a component folder? I will explain. First, I'm structurizing according to my original project. So I'm working in one project, right? In the same project, it will look like this. Generally, in YouTube or anywhere, they will teach in this module level. This they will teach it. No, it is very wrong. In real time, you won't touch this module separate folder. Separate section, you won't take it. Definitely, you should create the component folder. Remember that point. Okay, so only these component folders you will create it. Okay, you have QA1, QA2, QA3, QA4, and QA5. Now you have one Parabank application, entire project. Inside that, you have created a subfolder teams, team 1, team 2, team 3, team 4, and team 5. Now what you need to do, you need to create one person's create one application, second application, and third application. Now create one more component folder. Right click on this one and create one folder and name it. Now right click and create one more folder and name with this. What is the use of component folder? I will tell you. Okay, wait, I will tell you. So I will create the thing like this. Okay. Now see, what is the use of creating component? So I have structured in one Parabank project, this is the client name. And I have 20 testers. I have divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams, and one lead and 2 automation testers, or one lead, 3 automation testers, like that. Okay. And all these things, one manager, depends based on your budget. Okay. Now you will come to your QA1 and you have separate component folder. In one component folder, account creation will have its own requirement. Fraud will have its own requirement. Transaction will have its own requirement. Okay. Now right click on the component folder. What is the definition of component folder? Within component folder, you can add separate subfolders, requirements, test plan, modules, and test cases. Now right click on this one and add the requirements like this. Right click on the component folder and you can add the requirements here. So account creation portal will have its own requirement. Account portal will have its own test plan. Account creation portal will have its own execution, and account creation folder, they will have its own modules, test cases. Means for every subfolder for one project, you will have all these things, right? Definitely you will have all these things. So this, see, now I have divided and I'm ruling it. In the project, I have divided 20 members into 4 each. Now that 4 persons, I have given 4 applications. One is account, one is fraud, and one is transaction. Okay. Now for account, we will have different requirements. We will have different test cases and everything. So I have divided this one. So now I will go here. I will add the modules, test cases, requirements, and test planning, everything. Okay. Execution, everything I have added here. I have added here also. In team 2, I will create one folder, and in where is the team 2 here? Here there is a team 2. One should deal with the credit card. Okay. One should deal with the credit card here. One should deal with the debit card. See how interesting it is? Means you are dividing each and every person and you are ruling one person. And you are assigning one application to one person, or one application to 2 persons. Okay. In this way, see, now what is the use of creating this one? We have huge usage. What is the usage, right? See, if I am a tester, then what I will do? I am doing check-in all and I am doing update all. Okay. See now, I belongs to QA1. Then I will only go to the QA1 and I will go to the account creation portal and I will do checkout or checkout trip. Means the QA1 team will go to their application and they are least bothered about QA2, 3, 4, and 5. Right? So they are least bothered about it. So in this way, you will create any project folder structure, guys. So this is the folder structure you are using in your project. See, in this way, you are using in your project. See, this is the final folder structure. So this is the project, this is the component folder, and these are the subcomponent folder. And this is how, if once you have selected in your company, this is how you will see the respective folder. So you need to build this folder today. Okay. You need to build this folder structure. So this is the folder structure you need to follow in the Tosca. Okay. So here in this way, see what I am doing, I am dividing into small team. Inside that also I am dividing one application. So for one application, you'll have requirements. One application, you'll have test plan. So this is how my project will look like, guys. In real time, I am belongs to QA1. Okay. I can't tell you the exact project name, but I'm working for one of the telecommunication domain. Okay. But this is how my folder structure is done. Okay. For example, if it is an insurance project, see, I have divided alpha, beta, and gamma team. And in alpha team, I will have billing, claims, and policies. Inside billing, you will have different persons here. Okay, you can see it depends on company to company. See, for one company, for Citibank is one project, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have QLab 1, QLab 2, QLab 3, and QLab 4, or lab 1, lab 2, lab 2, lab 3. Team 1, team 2, team 3, team 4. So you just tell them QA1, QA2, QA3. So this is how you need to explain. If in the interview question, if somebody is asking you how you have created the component folder, you need to explain all these things. Okay, you need to explain all these things. So this is the first step you will do while you are creating any project. Now you are done for the day. Okay, just to do check in all and do update all. That's it. Your job is done. So here you have created one project root folder and project folder structure. What is the next topic we have? We have module folder structure. Okay, generally, see, you will follow the module folder structure, test case folder structure. What is module? We will see later, but we'll first complete the structure. Why? Because in any coding, framework is important. On the same way, in Tosca, the folder structure is important. Okay, so module folder structure. In the module folder structure, what you need to do, okay, in the module folder structure, you need to see generally in any folder structure, right? So once you have done your regular folder structure, then you need to go to the module folder structure. Now you will scan the modules. So if you scan the modules, how to scan, I will tell guys. If you scan the module, how you will know, or how a person will know that you are following the correct way. Okay, so someone need to review your modules. Okay, in order to review your modules, we will follow one folder structure as approved, ready for approval, and in work. See guys, what you are going to do? Yeah, so we will have the folder structure. Follow the folder structure. So what are the three folders we will create? Approved, ready for approval, and in work. Simple guys. You will scan the module in the in work folder, whether you have done correct one or not, whether you have followed the naming convention or not, whether you have done the correct mapping or not. All these things someone need to approve. The Tosca lead or architecture will approve this one. So first you will build the code in work, then you will move the code to ready for approval. You will ping to the architect to review the code. He will review the code. If he has any issues, then he will ask you to move back to the in work folder and work on it. If it is working as expected and everything is good, then he will move to the approved one. Generally, we won't use this one in the real time, guys. But in some projects, they are following it. But you need to, we are not using. Why? Because we are only reviewing it. So we know Tosca very well, right? Now I need to go to the Tosca. I want to access this folder. What I need to do? Guys, what I
Just
need to
click on check out.
Perfect. Answer it. Then you will understand. Okay. So now I will create 3 folders, call it as approved. And second one is ready for approval. And third one is in work. Approved, ready for approval, and in work. So these are the 3 folders we will do it. Okay. So based on the application, how you will scan it, I will tell guys. You don't worry. Okay. How you will scan and how you will handle that one, I will tell you. Okay. So once you have scanned the module, then you need to see, for example, I'm scanning. How you are scanning, just I will tell you in the next class. Okay. But follow the folder structure. Okay. So you need to follow the folder structure like this. For example, if you scanned couple of modules, how you will scan it, I will explain guys. I'm just giving an hint. Okay. See guys, for example, I have scanned some of the modules. Okay. Okay. See, for example, I have two modules here, 1 and 2. What I will do, I have done with my this one, right? Then I will move to the ready for approval. Now the lead will come. Okay. Why we have duplicates and why you have not scanned all the modules where there is a proper naming convention? Again, he will move to the in work folder. Now, what you need to do? You need to give proper naming convention. Okay, para bank. So in a Tosca, we will divide with the pipe symbol. Okay, the sentence will be divided with the pipe symbol. I will use user login, a proper naming convention you should have. And after that, what is this? We have welcome. Okay, welcome, about us, service, product, tabs. Okay, you need to rename like this. Okay, now everything is good. So you have sent to the ready for approval. Now he will review it. Okay, everything is good. Now you are allowed you to use this module. You will put it in the approved. Now you can use this test case, use these modules in the test case. Okay, so this is the folder structure you will follow at the module level. Now, next one, you will use the test case folder structure. Okay, so what the folder structure you are following in the module, you will do the same thing for test case also. See here, come here. In order to access this test case folder, see what I'm doing in one project, I'm using the module. In the same project, I'm using the test cases also. That is the advantage of creating component folder. Else, you need to go here, do it, and you need to go here also, which is not that much good. Okay. Now what I will do, I will create 3 folders. Approved, ready for approval, and in work. Okay, you have approved, ready for approval, and in work folder. And instead of these 3 folders, you will also maintain a subfolders. Okay, what you need to maintain? You need to maintain a subfolders also. Okay, how to maintain a subfolders? Observe this one. You will maintain, see, generally for any test cases, we will have 3 different modules. One is precondition, second one is process, and post conditions, right? So every test case will have some preconditions. Every test case will have some post condition. Means for every test case, you need to close all the browsers. You need to clear the cache and open the URL, open the browser. Those all are precondition. Process, click on this one, click on payment. All those things comes under process. And finally, post condition, you need to close the browsers. Okay, those are the post condition. Means for any test case in the world, only you will have precondition, process, and post conditions. Okay, so how to create a subfolder? Let us write the steps. Okay, first one, check out the test case folder. Okay, so I have checked out the test case folder. Second one, you need to create folders like approved, ready for approval, and in work. Okay, approved, ready for approval, and in work. What is the third step? You need to create subfolders. Subfolders, what you need to create? So before creating the subfolders, create a test case. Guys, it is bit confusing at the initial stage, but don't confuse, guys. Why? Because it is important, very, very important. Okay. Real time, you will handle like this, not here. Generally, everyone will tell here, which is very wrong. Don't follow that. Please do it here only, the component folder only. Why? Because everything you will have in one place. Okay. So divide and rule. Now you will go to the in work folder and you will create one test case by right clicking on this one, 1, 2, 3, 4th option, create a test case and rename it. For example, I'm working in Sprint 2 Parabank application. Like this, you will create one test case. Once it is done, what is the 4th step you need? See, guys, if somebody is asking you to automate anything, first maintain the folder structure blindly without knowing the functionality. Also, blindly do this one. Okay, you need to create 3 subfolders. What are those subfolders? Inside the test case, not outside. This is a structure, guys. You need to follow. To follow precondition, process, and post conditions. Okay. See here. Right click on the test case. Not here, guys. If you create here, it will be below the test case, which is wrong. You need to go inside the test case and create precondition, and process, and finally post condition. Okay. So what you need to do? You need to have precondition. Okay. One minute. Precondition, workflow, and post conditions. Okay. Yeah. See, guys, what we will do? We will try to create the respect to folder structure, subfolder structure. That is precondition, process, and post condition. These are the steps you need to follow. Okay. So these are the steps like precondition, workflow, precondition, process, and post condition. Okay. So this is how it is, guys. This is the folder structure you will follow in any project, in real-time project. Okay. First one is project folder structure. Okay. So this is the project folder structure, guys. Okay. Next one. This is the first one. Okay. So the next one. What is the second one we have? Second one, we have module folder structure. Okay. So third one, we have test case folder. Okay. So if somebody is asking you, you need to explain. We have followed this process. Somebody is very interesting. Yes, it is very interesting. See here. Yes. This is the folder structure for this one. Next one. This is the folder structure for test cases. If somebody is asking you, you need to tell this one. You create by your own self, by your own. I just created for this one. Okay. Don't ask this one. Anyway, if you want, I can share it. But yeah, you create by yourself by taking this as a reference. Okay. So you can take this one like this. Okay. So if somebody is asking you, what is the folder project folder structure? This is the project folder structure. And what is a module folder structure? This is the module folder structure. This is a test case folder structure. In this way, you need to maintain the folder structures. Okay. Yeah. So these are the major folder structure you will follow in the Tosca. So I'm done for the day. So I will do check in all, and I will do update all, and I will close the Tosca. Okay. So in a single stretch, if you want to see the entire project, how it will look like, this is how your project, in one component folder, this is how the entire folder structure in the real time will look like. It is okay. 1 minute. Yeah, this is how it will look like, guys. See, you will have one component folder, your team and your application, your execution modules, the module structure, your requirement, test cases, and the test case structure, and test planning and other projects. You will have like this. Okay. So this is the folder structure you will follow in your Tosca. Okay. See, guys, how beautiful it is. First, we will discussed about installation. So we have installed. Later, we have provided the license. Later, we came into using the workspace like single user and multi-user. So we have created multi-user. Why? Because we have 20 testers. So if somebody is asking you how many testers we have, tell that 5 testers. If they are asking names, you tell your friend's name. Don't panic in that situation. Directly tell them. You will put some experience, right? Directly tell them that I have this experience. How you are handling the interview is very, very important. Okay. So now you have come inside the Tosca. Now you have understood the subparts, and you have understood what is project root folder. Somehow, if the project, instead of clicking it, if you have closed it, don't panic, guys. Go to the home button and go to the project. So just drag and drop it over here. Now, which project you are? You belongs to Parabank. So please go to the Parabank and go to your application. Here comes the why we are creating the component folder. See, I am one tester which belongs to QA1. Then I will work on this test case. Then I will do check out only this test case. If we have multiple test cases like this, okay. For example, see, if I have multiple test cases like this, okay. So you have multiple test cases. Now come. Somebody is asked, right? So previously, so this 2 test cases I need to work. If these 3 test cases, I will do check out. Here I will do check out. Here also I will do check out. These 3 test cases I have taken the control. I will work. The remaining test cases with your credentials, you log in and take that one. Okay. So I have created one folder. Now see, if you clearly observe this thing in the test case folder, simple, guys. If you completed precondition, process, and post condition, most of your testing is done. But you need to know what we need to fill in the precondition, what we need to fill it in the post condition, what we need to fill it in the process. But in order to fill that, first of all, you need to build the code, right? So what is the first thing you need to do? You need to build the code. But Tosca, in Tosca, no code, 0 code. So, but in Tosca, what you will do? If this is a 0 code, instead of writing the code, you will use model-based approach. Model-based approach. What is this model-based approach? Can be achieved by using modules. Okay. So module section in Tosca. Okay. That is the next topic, guys. Means module section in the Tosca. In tomorrow's class, we will see. Tomorrow class is from 9:30 only. 9:30 a.m. Okay. So we have 9:30 a.m. Again, I'm telling, I will ping in the group also. So tomorrow we will connect 9:30. From the next class, we will try to connect it 7:30. I will tell you tomorrow. Okay, that is one intimation. But see how interesting it is. Means I want to complete this precondition, process, and post condition. Before that, I want to know, I want to build the code. In order to build the code, I need to know the module section. Means this one we need to understand and we need to play around this one. So now, till now, we have understood how to build this folder structure. Tomorrow, we will see what is modules, what is module section, types of modules, and how to scan the modules. If you are scanning, okay, well and good. You are scanning, okay, you are scanning it. But you should uniquely one minute, uniquely identify the controls. Okay, see guys, for example, I want to click on this register button. Think like this is a function. This is function hall. Else, this is an Indian database. Now, solution is one person. About us is one person. Now you tell me there is an Indian database. I have Rajesh in that one. In order to uniquely identify your one, is there any ID? For me, like I'm living in India. Okay, I'm an Indian citizen. So, in order to confirm me that I am an Indian, do I have any ID with me?
Yeah, Aadhaar.
Which one?
Yes.
Identity. Aadhaar.
Aadhaar,
Aadhaar. Apart from Aadhaar,
PAN,
PAN card.
right. Apart from PAN,
voter ID license.
very good. Voter
Voter
ID
ID.
license, passport, right? So means if I consider this India is a database, yeah. So I liked your guys. So you are telling and you are unmuting it. Thank you. Thanks for that. Thanks for understanding. If you think this is an Indian database and this solution is one person, this one person will have its properties. Like that person will have Aadhaar card, that PAN card, and everything. Now, relate the same thing with this application. If this is an whole application, you will have this as web element. In order to access this one, you need to take its unique identifier like its Aadhaar, its PAN, and everything. But in application, you don't have Aadhaar, PAN, and so on. You will have only class name, ID, everything. Okay. So in order to get this one, just see how to capture this one. Just right click and inspect, click on this one and click on this login button. I want to click on the register button, for example. So in order to click on register button, you should capture the values, right? You should capture its inner text, its anchor, any class name, ID, any other thing. You need to capture it. So that's what the unique identifiers. Now, if your test case is running, clearly it is running. Today it is running. Tomorrow it is failing. Day after tomorrow it is failing. So we need to use rescan. Rescan of the module. So see guys, slowly we will discuss one by one, one by one, one by one, one by one. Okay. So tomorrow we will discuss these simple concepts. Okay. See guys, you need to practice a lot. Okay, once the subject. So now what you will do, what is today's task is like, I want this entire structure with the same names, Parabank, QA1, and create one by one without seeing the video. Don't see the class or don't see the class. Just else take the screenshot and try to replicate the same thing in Tosca without listening the class. If you have some doubt, do some explore, like you just go there, click here and there, somewhere you click it, do something and do something. Okay, so I'm expecting everyone to create this folder and send it in the group. Now I'm open for the questions. You can ask me the questions.
Rajesh.
Yeah.
Regarding the structure, like usually we used to start with the work and next ready for approval, and then it goes to approval, right? But here it wasn't like a reciprocal structure.
No. What? Why it is reciprocal structure? So we will
Like
do it
first we
in
will
work.
whenever we are writing the test cases, right? At the time we started writing the test cases, and then it will go for
That is for the
approval.
manual testing. Okay.
Okay.
So that is for
It would be
manual
different
testing.
here.
Yeah,
Okay.
for automation. Okay, you are telling in that sense. Oh, good observation. Yeah, first we will write the test cases, then we will get it reviewed, then we will execute the test cases, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, that is
here,
correct.
see that when you are writing the test cases is different, and when you are actually creating the automation is different. See, this is for approval purpose. Generally, see guys, we won't use this approved ready for approval. There is no that much time. Only we will use subfolder level like pre-condition, workflow, and post-condition like this. But in some projects, we may use it. So now you have completed your test case, right? You would move to the ready folder, ready to approval. They will review it. Then it will move to the approved folder like that. Means for test case, you are building it. You are not writing the test case. You are building the actual test case. Good one.
Okay.
Yes, reverse you can think.
Thank you, Rajesh.
Good. Next.
Rajesh, can you hear me right?
Yes.
Yeah, you said like different QA people's working on that 30 application something. That that 30 applications is like different Tosca Web or Tosca SAP, Tosca DB like that, or else it's
right. It can be. There is a possibility, right? So all the SAP related applications will be taken by the QA3 team. You can divide like that. That
in
would be
same
easy.
project, different applications.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
got it.
Yeah. So see, generally applications are divided into two types. Okay. Any application in the world, they have divided into two. Okay. What are there are internet applications and intra applications. Okay. Intra applications. One is internet and second one is intra application. Internet in the sense you will have it in the www dot means World Wide Web. But this one is the internal application. For example, you will call to the Airtel. So Airtel, it has its own internet application. www.airtel.com. See, this is the internet applications. Okay, where everyone can see it. Now you will call to the Airtel number and you will inform one fraud, or you will inform one recharge issue, any other thing. Then what the Airtel team will do? Airtel team will go to its intra applications which is internal, and they will search your number. So all these applications, both internet and intra applications, can be automated using Tosca. Okay. Yeah, so it can be intra or internet, it can be SAP, it can be Salesforce, it can be API, it can be database, combinations, it can be anything. Okay. Good question. Next.
Hello.
Yeah.
Raj, how many applications you teach? I mean, say this is one bank application and one more is shopping application. It's web shop, demo web shop.
Yes. We have a lot of applications. We have vehicle insurance project. I will teach you. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Last
Banking,
time working on
banking, e-commerce, and insurance.
yeah, okay, done.
See, simple. Since you have asked this question, right? For everyone, I'm telling you, try to learn the concept irrespective of the application. Why? Because if you know how to handle